Hey Gold family, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Hypermarket Billionaire, where we are currently struggling, guys. The game is crashing every 10 to 15 minutes. So unfortunately what that means for me, as it takes 15 minutes to load back in, we are having to cut every 10 to 15 minutes and record another 10 to 15 minutes on top of that. But yeah, that's our current struggle, guys. We are not going to buy any more product. We're just going to open the store, let customers start buying the product, and that might be it. I don't know how much further, if any, we can take this project, guys. We do currently have 400 million, probably more than that, in our store, including 200 plus floor displays in the very back of the store, which probably isn't helping things. That's probably the reason for our lag and the reason for the game crashes, but we can't advance at all. I mean, I've tried just keeping the store open with ordering very minimal product. I've tried moving around, going inside the store. We've literally crashed. This is about my 5th time recording this episode, guys. And that means, to make things easier, I've switched over to PC and I'm going to be recording each segment 10 to 15 minutes at a time. And then if we crash, we just go on to the next segment and then we load back in and do the same thing. It's going to get very painful. I did upload our file to the cloud just in case this save file is doomed. We are probably back at like level 232 before we started this project, so if anything, you know, we lose 20 hours of game time, maybe more than that. We lose 20 to 30 hours of game time and progress on our level, and then we'll just have to earn it back. But we'll see how it goes, guys. It's very unfortunate, but we tried. You know, I didn't think it would work. I mean, it is a pretty massive project. It is asking a lot for this game. 2 months ago, this game couldn't have handled what we did in the back with our storage and all the displays and pallets back there. It wouldn't have worked, but now it's so optimized, you know, that we managed to make it work. And I think currently we probably have 300 floor displays in the store right now, maybe more than that, and 200 in the back. So there's about a good 500 plus floor displays in the entire store, which are pretty stocked up. We do have a few that aren't, and we're going to be switching them over. Hopefully we can just sell product, get the days going down, run out of items that we need to switch over, like these here, the books, and switch those over to cell phones. If we can do that, then we'll start restocking all the cell phones again and see where we go from there. But unfortunately, that's where we're at. It is going to be slow, it is going to be long, it is going to be tedious, and we're gonna have to fight through it. I mean, I'm the one who wanted to take this on, and so I have to fight with the results, and I have to be able to accept them, as painful as it might be for the outcome, guys. But at least we tried. The biggest issue that I see, though, is the back area with the floor displays. If you guys saw last episode, you will see that we had over 200 of those. You can't even walk in there. I mean, very little space. They're jammed from wall to wall, side to side. 206 total, I think. The biggest issue with that is the customers can purchase product off of every single display pallet back there, which is different than what I thought. I thought if the stockers could not restock those pallets up, that surely the customers couldn't get to the product as well. Well, that's not the case. Customers have the ultimate superpowers. They can reach everything our stockers cannot, even though we think they can. At times they will float the boxes above their heads and stock from 20 feet away, but unfortunately they cannot stock as well as the customers can buy. So the ultimate magician is the customer. So we're just gonna run through this day real quick, guys, and then hit the sign, save the day, and then see if we can't do a little restocking from there. Because that's our biggest goal. That's our biggest savior and saving grace, is getting through one single day, being able to flip the switch, save the progress from there, and go into the next day. It might be the only thing to save us, guys. But unfortunately, it is going to be a lot of rambling and a lot of just standing around watching things. So if you guys do not enjoy that, don't want to see it, feel free to skip ahead for the next 5 to 10 minutes. So as each day takes about 11, 12, 13 minutes normally, I think our days are taking about 15 minutes a piece, because the customers are standing and spending a little bit more time in the back display area and the storage rooms. and it's because they're probably having to browse through to see how far they can stretch their arms to pick up the product. So it is taking us about 15 minutes, I think, to get through in a single day. But I'm okay with that. We just need to keep the progress going. Hopefully we can salvage a little bit by doing that. And it also helps our leveling, because we are currently 6 levels behind from the schedule that I originally made. We should be at level 243 today, or should be hitting level 243. So I'm gonna have to go back and retailer that. I did probably make that a bit aggressive when I made the schedule for us to hit 300. You know, I scheduled it and made it to where we were leveling up 5 levels a week. Well, that's a bit much. There's no way we can hit that, I don't think, going forward. Maybe 3 a week might be the new goal, so I'm gonna have to go back and redo that, which means we're probably not gonna make this level 300 until around May, maybe June, as late as July. Unfortunately, I mean, that's all right though. I mean, it had been a year. I think I started playing this game in May of last year, April or May. So it's gonna have taken us a year. And we have seen several mods now on PC, and several people claiming that they've hit 300 and higher. We have somebody that's claiming that they've hit close to 800 already as well, which is not possible, guys. Just so you know, if anybody's out there claiming that, nobody's hit it yet, especially if they're on PC. If they're on console, it's believable. That's definitely can be believable, as console has no mods or cheats yet. But PC, no way. It's not possible, guys. The amount of time you would have to spend, I figured it up. The amount of time you'd have to spend to get to that level from scratch, from nothing, is well over 3,000 hours. So you have spent 3,000 hours playing this game, getting to that level when it came out on PC in August. It's not very likely. I don't even know if there's that much time a day. I mean, that's what, let's just say for calculations, let's say that that's 4 months, guys. We'll do 30 days. That's 120 days times 24 hours. So if they played 24 hours a day for the past 4 months, that'd be 2,800 hours, almost 2,900. So not possible, guys. It's, you know, wishful thinking. But the mods they have on PC, I can confirm they do work. I did try them out just to see what they do, and I can confirm that they do absolutely give you increased everything. You can stop the day completely. You can freeze the day. You can multiply the amount of sales you receive per product, which allows you to make $1 billion almost off of one single item. And then you can also multiply and increase the XP that you get per customer. So right now, the way the system works is the XP you get, 1 XP per customer. This can multiply that up to 1,000 per customer, I think. So imagine 1,000 per customer, and you get 1,000 customers a day. That's like 10,000 XP. And I think it goes higher than that. So essentially, that's how people are probably getting their level. The one cool mod I will say that I did find, which is absolutely insane, I love it, and we might actually do a project using this, depending on what the update entails, is the ability to put furniture anywhere at all. You can put all your product anywhere. We had, just messing around, we put all our floor displays outside in the parking lot in the very corner. So I could make this whole parking lot full of floor displays, and customers do go to this floor displays, they buy the items, and then go check out. So it's really cool, and it might be something that we might try to do, maybe, depending on the update. And we'll see. I mean, I do think we are getting a second floor, and the reason I say that is it has been confirmed that we are getting 100 plus new items in this update. We're also getting 14 new racks to put your items on, and I'm guessing, I mean, 200%, I'm gonna say we are absolutely gonna get that second floor, guys. I mean, I'm pretty sure of it. Pretty sure of it.
Shoppers, the hypermarket will be closing
and I do
soon.
think we're getting a lot more. I do think we're getting a lot more new features too. I think we'll finally be able to sell our shelves and unused furniture back as well. I do think we're maybe getting security. I think security might be coming this update, but we're getting a lot. I think this is going to be a massive update, new features, new items, new floor, and you know, once again, just another reason to prove why Hypermarket is the best simulator game out there to me. Absolutely it is. I mean, I put in more hours in this game than any other game I played, and I don't get bored with it like I do other games. I get bored with quite a bit of other simulator games I played that there was a lot of hype around because it was different. Mall Simulator is one. I loved it, played it put quite a bit of hours in, but I maxed out everything so quick, and then it just got really boring after that. got really boring because essentially all that game did was create some new aesthetics, new visuals. But the department thing, I mean, it sounds creative, but think about it, guys. When you break it down, all you're doing is putting restrictions on all your product and making it individual for each store. That's it. I mean, if you could technically do the same thing here in Hypermarket on this game, the same exact way. You could build walls and put a certain amount of product in just that area and call it a department. The only problem is, the only thing you can't do is keep your customers from buying out of that department. You can't divide it at the end of the day, but you could do the same thing. You could do the exact same thing, guys. The exact same thing. And we have more workers, you know, each department store and mall simulator might have had a couple, you know, you had a cashier and you had a stocker. That's it. That's it. That's all you had. You know, it didn't get too in depth. I think the biggest thing, you know, I know it is early access. There's a lot more coming to the game. I think the biggest thing that would have helped them would have been, you know, allow me to cook the actual burgers in the kitchen, maybe go into the movie theater. You know, there's certain things you could have done that could expand upon it, but I think it'll get better. Same deal with Bettermart. Bettermart, fantastic idea, loved it, love the game still, but it gets boring because every level you're adding a new item that you don't have a choice to add. You have to add it somewhere in the store. It automatically becomes unlocked, and you get punished if you don't unlock that item and carry it, if you don't stock it. And the warehouse is great. Do love that. But once again, you know, it just seems like the same ideas, most of the same ideas. And for some reason, I can't pinpoint it, guys. For some reason, I always come back to Hypermarket. I can't pinpoint why this game is so relaxing, so, you know, enjoyable, and why it has become boring. I can't pinpoint that. You guys drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know, in your opinion, one, what is your favorite simulator game, and two, let me know what it is about that game that makes it so enjoyable and that makes it better than everything else, and why you just keep going back to it. Why'd you go back to? You know, I do take breaks from time to time on Hypermarket. Breaks are definitely needed. Definitely needed. But I always go back. I always go back. I always come back to this game at the end of the day. And I think that's a good thing for you to play other games. I think it's a good thing to play multiple simulator games. And the reason for that is it will keep you from getting burnout on one simulator game. And then another reason for that is it will help you appreciate the game that you like the most better anyways. It'll help you appreciate it because you eventually see the features in that game that you love and that you appreciate, and then it'll help you also realize that those features aren't in other games. So it's definitely good. It's good to have a variety. Are we about done yet? We're not. Look at all these customers still in here. We do have a little bit to go through. I do want to see, while we have a chance here, and hopefully we don't crash by walking around, how much we have left. So a little bit. I mean, it is taking them some time to shop, and once again, I think it's because of everything being jammed together and they can't reach everything. I want to see. Perfect. So we do have one thing here. Pasta finally sold out. We'll clear that out. We are going to remove one item from this shelf. And we're just going to do some tagging at the very minimum, guys. I think tagging shouldn't freeze the game up, shouldn't crash it, but everything else is, though. I mean, it's taken a while. It is definitely taking everybody a while to get through, and I'm sure it's because we have a group bundled in here. Oh yeah, they're bundled. They're in corners just a little bit, not as bad as it was, I think, but they're still trying to reach the items. They're trying to get items. I think that's the biggest thing. So we're just going to keep rolling through days, guys. Unfortunately, that's where we're at. I mean, this is all I can do to keep things from crashing. I'll crash in between days. I'll crash in between days that we don't have episodes, because we're back live in like a week. And we're back Monday. We're back on the 5th. So we have to find a way to keep this game from crashing by the time we get back to the 5th. We can't afford to crash on that live stream, guys, because that essentially might be the end of it. We might have one crash if we're lucky, but that'll be the end of the live stream. We just can't do it. It's just not possible. Nobody is going to stick around and wait 15 minutes on the loading screen every time we crash. So we got to get through. We got to figure something out. That's a fact. Unfortunate. An unfortunate fact, but it is a fact. There might be a few people stick around, but I don't know. I do have some plans though. If we do crash, I do have some plans, guys. I think we need to have a backup in case we do crash. Can I pick that up? There we go. In case we do crash, I do have a backup plan. I think we're going to maybe play multiple games if possible. I think we crash, we're going to have to find something else to jump into and play. But I don't know. I think the update, guys, I think we will see the update within the next week or a little shortly after. I mean, Kersat did say either the last week of December or the first week of January. And I still believe that rings true. We haven't heard anything since, so sometimes good news. No news is good news at this point. No teasers either, so we haven't seen any screenshots, anything like that. But I do think we'll see it within a week. And if not, I mean, if it's a short delay, we're still going to see it in January. Which is perfect. Perfect way to start the new year. And once again, this is pretty boring. You know, this is gonna be pretty boring, guys. We really didn't have a lot. I wanted to do more. I really did. I wanted to be able to lay down some more floor displays, switch over some more pallets, order some product, keep everything flowing, but we just haven't been able to do that. So it's kind of taken away from our project that we had going on and created for boring content. We had a lot of good stuff going. We would have had some good ideas, but now not so much. I don't know. We are going to try to look at the computer, see if we can't find Howie in here. Fingers crossed. Okay, no freezing. I'm okay with that. No Howie. We did have a Christian Burns. Nope, we're not going to hire that person. We need a Howie, or we need a Scott or Brian, or let me know. Drop your name in the comments, and maybe we'll hire you here. I do think that that is one thing that maybe we'll get in the future, and I hope that gets added. It's very something very simple, like being able to name your employees. I mean, that is pretty simple customization, right? I do appreciate that, and games that let you name your employees. Better Mart's not one of them. Neither is Mall Simulator, as they do have pre-assigned names, random names. But Supermarket Together is a free game on PC. I have played it some, and it does allow you to name your employees, which I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. We currently in Supermarket Together do have Yoda as our security, and I do have Shell, Howie, and Boo working in our store. And Yoda is the best security ever, so if we could find her in this game and make her security, absolutely would. Are we about done? I think we are. I think we're about done. It is taking a little bit of time, but this works great as far as progression goes because we can flip the sign, save the game, so if it does crash, we at least got through 1,000 plus customers. So I'll take it, because right now we need everything we can possibly get. I hate the thought of letting everything run out. I really do. I hate that thought because it has taken quite a bit to stock everything. And I figured it up, guys. I did the math on it. It's going to take us 69,700 boxes, almost 70,000 boxes of cell phones to fill up this store with $1 billion of inventory like we planned. That is 1.6, almost 1.7 million individual phones, which altogether, if we mark up 12%, is going to make us back $1.5 billion after spending $1 billion. So we're technically going to make 500 million off of all those cell phones profit-wise. So we did make it through a little bit. We made a little bit of money. Didn't spend much. Stood around. But I think we could have made that work. But I figured out the timing on that. If each customer buys 5,000 product, we have 1,000 customers and they buy the max of 5 apiece. That's 5,000 product sold a day. It would take us 330 plus days, 332 I think exactly, to go through all that without having to restock. That's a lot of time, guys. And then time wise, if you want to know time wise, 330 days times 10 minutes. If you want to know that too, we can go more in depth. Times 10 minutes, that's 3,300 minutes, which is equivalent to 55 hours, guys. 55 hours of game time that we would not have to stock up a single thing. That is insane. Absolutely unheard of. That's unheard of. That's unheard of. That is unheard of. 332 days though. Let's just do 330 to be safe. 330 days, guys, is approximately 330,000 XP. 330,000 XP. If we do some more math, let's dig even deeper. These stats go even deeper. Do the math on that. Let's say on average it's 26,000 XP per level for the next few levels. Guys, that is equivalent to almost 13 levels that we won't have to do any inventory, any stocking, anything at all, but just flipping the light switch. That's what that'd be. 13 levels from now. That put us at level 250. So that gets us so close to hitting that 300 as well. But you know, that's if we get all the way stocked up. That's if we get to where we want to. Let's say we get to level 250 and then we make that work. You know, I'd like to do this and time it just right and perfect. To where we're at like level 280. You know, let's get to level 280. Let's cruise all the way to 300 from 280 and just, you know, go right into that 300 record. Because that is the max. And I know, once again, I said that we've had people claiming that they've hit 300 and then we've had people claiming that they're even higher. You know, people that are claiming they're close to 800. It's impossible. You can't. It's impossible, guys. I've saw screenshots. I've saw videos. I saw the mod, and the max level is absolutely 300. And if you try to go above 300, it keeps hitting 300. You can level up, but it'll say 300. You won't go higher than 300. And it will take 45,000 total XP to get to that 300. That's a lot. That's a lot. We're looking at like 8 hours for that last level. So, all right, we are selling some stuff off. Let's see if there's anything else sold off. Maybe switch off a few items. We've now made it 22 minutes in without any crashes, so I'm feeling a little more confident now than I was 10 minutes ago. Still not, you know, completely sure that we're gonna make it without any crashes, but fingers crossed that right now not ordering product is helping us out. Stockers staying where they're at, helping out completely. And I'm wondering if that might be part of the issue. I mean, I'm wondering if we can pinpoint that is the issue. You know, they're trying to stock, and maybe it's just too much going on with them stocking, or maybe they're trying to stock in places they can't reach, and it's crashing the game. Either way, I'll take it. It's a win. Now, let's just see if there's any items. I don't think there is. I mean, we should sell out a couple here shortly. Yeah, it's blocked off. We block it. Aha. No, that's cell phone. Okay. That's a cell phone. I think maybe the food items. Let's go down this row here. We did have some plants on one of these. I don't know if we sold off all our plants. And we're getting close on some of these, but some are just going to take a while. Because it is based on math, you know, it's based on a math formula. The customer logic is. So the chances of them buying something on those shelves that are almost empty or other product, pretty slim to none. They're going to buy everything but what we need them to for a while. So all we can do is just keep the store open. That's it. Let's see here. And I'm highly surprised at how smooth the game is running right now as well. Yeah, toothpaste is going to take a while. I think toothpaste is going to be the last item. The last one left. Pretty sure of it. Yeah, we've got a lot on here. Let's look over here. Yep, quite a bit going on there. Nothing empty. Liquor has there's just so much of the alcohol. Almost out of orange juice. That'll be nice. We can refill that one. And then it looks like the tea on the row up. That one's just about empty too. And then chips. I did say that we were getting low on chips. Yep. So chips might be the next one. And then maybe the flour pack right here. Maybe so. All right. If we can make it through this day, guys, we might roll through one more day and actually order product on the next day. I'm very skeptical. I mean, we made it this far into the day on day 2. I don't know if I want to take a chance just yet. Maybe we wait and see. Wait and see. But unfortunately, guys, it's, you know, it is pretty boring. It's pretty boring sitting through watching us do what we're doing. Let's check out the side of the store, because this is where they're actually ordering and buying product from. I mean, they're not going inside. They can't get inside. There's no walk room. Every single door is blocked off. Guys, we will come in here. I'll show you guys. We'll go around the side. I'll jump up here on top of the pallets. They can't get in. They can't get in back here. Oh my God, she's brave though. She stood up on the pipes. She absolutely thinks she knows how to get to that wall. She stood up on the pipes right there. That's hilarious. Yeah, she said if I can't get in, I'm gonna do something crazy, as in tear your pipes down. I've never seen that before. I've seen them. Actually, matter of fact, I've never seen the customers in Hypermarket Simulator stand up on anything, so that might be a first right there. Yeah, they're all just roaming around the back area trying to get that product through the walls, which they're doing a successful job, I will say that much. And I can tell you that because I have noticed that product comes up missing. So we're gonna go back here and I'll show you guys how this looks. We've literally left one little spot. I eventually will fill that up. We'll put shelves here from there to there, and then maybe not fill it, maybe not leave any room at all. But to get up here, we've literally got to jump. We've got to do some jumping, and I got to figure out how we're going to do that because I don't have a box in my hand currently. But you can see, let's see if we can do some jumping here. Wow, even jumping is now getting difficult. Last time I was able to just jump up here and not have any issues at all. This time, not so much. But you can obviously see, if you glance real quick, you can see that there are items missing. Yeah, in some of these pallets. Like, for example, yeah, there's items missing. But it's from full all the way back to here. You just can't get in there. You can't do anything. Yeah, but that's how they're shopping right now. They're absolutely just trying to grab whatever they can through the wall, magically taking everything they can. And we're not making the profit we were off the weights. You know, we were making about 4 million a day off the weights total. I think we're making like 2.5, 3 off these. So this is a high profitable item that you can sell if you want to get your money up real quick. You know, but if you're going to do that, you might as well sell the weights. At least for now. I think we are getting way more expensive items to spend our money on. I did ask Croissant about allowing me to spend my money. I told them that I want to run out of money. I want to spend the billions. And they did tell me we are getting some more expensive items and a lot more items, so that'll definitely take up some money. Will it take up the 4 billion, the 4.5 billion? Probably not. But maybe it'll take up a little bit. And that's still not out. I mean, it's, once again, it's just random. I'm really surprised they're fitting through that area right there. Let's go all the way back here. Let's see. That's sticking out of the wall. I never noticed that.
The hypermarket will be closing soon.
Wow, never noticed that. So we do have a pallet sticking out of the wall here, and we absolutely can grab it through the wall. That's insane. I've never done that before. So there's one of our problems right here, is the pallet clipping through the wall. Never noticed that. There we go. We've got just customers lined up, standing on the pipes, thinking that they're Mario and Luigi, but they're not. I don't know what they're doing. They're not. Get down from my pipes. Get off of there. Get off of there. Why don't you be normal and go inside and shop? Get off the pipes. Get off the pipes. This is the one time I wish I had a broom. I could just go here swatting customers out off the pipes. If they cause water damage, we're suing. That's for sure. If they cause any damage, we're suing. Get off the pipes. And they're lined up, yeah, just lined up like crazy out here. Yeah, it's blocked off. He's trying to sneak in. And then I forgot to put up a sensor up here. So this one you kind of have to open manually. But we made it. We made it through another day. So one more day. We're going to try to order some product the next day. We're going to see how this works. This is probably going to be the crash. This is probably where you're going to see the game bring up the old crash symbol. But hope not, hope not. But we do have lots of work to do before our next live stream, guys, which is going to be January 5th on Monday. Is the first time we're back live. Lots of work to do between now and then to get us back to a stable point. Either we continue the project. I've really got to make a decision. Either we're going to continue to try to make this work somehow, some way, or we're going to call it quits on this project. Just because we're not able to load in. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we go back to our broke store again and beg Justin to let me work there. Corporate is not going to be happy. They are not going to be happy with the fact that we're having issues in this store right now. They're not going to be happy with that. They're absolutely going to have a fit. They're going to say, I told you so. And, you know. And then going and working with Justin is going to be a pain. I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to cause problems. I mean, it's a big deal. I don't know if we want to go do that. I do know one thing. We don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to work with Justin. We don't want Justin running that store. We don't even want to be in the same building with him. All right, come on, Grandma. Need you to hurry up, buy, get out, buy, get out, buy, get out. What is that, cell phones? Yeah, that's all just about out of that one. Oh, I'm so tempted to just go in and start ordering right now. But I don't know. I don't want to take a chance. I mean, this is a record for me since we've started this. I've never had 2 back-to-back days that didn't crash the game, so we are seeing lots of progress right here. Lots of progress, at least on the non-crashing part. All right. Come on. Everybody out the store. Go ahead and go. And from first glance, guys, when you step up here, it looks like you've done quite a bit. I mean, you can see from here that we do have quite a bit done. We have quite a bit, and even more, because the distance that you can see from here, you can't see that far out. But when you go over here, you can start to see that there's more. So it's a lot. I mean, probably right here is the biggest or the best visual representation of what we have going on. This whole side over here is nothing but phones. This side here, majority of it's phones. And then you have that one portion over there with food, alcohol right here that you don't have phones, but it's a lot. We have a lot of cell phones, guys. If I had to count, because I do think I counted 36 total going from, maybe that's wrong. Let's do the count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so 31, maybe not 36. 31 going this way. We could fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we could do 20 rows of these. At 31 times 20, guys, it's 620. That puts us at 620 floor displays that we could fit in this store, which is shy of the 700. We need to get to 719, which is the problem. We're gonna have to do a lot more math. You know, not being able to fit that 100 extra floor displays hurts, but we do have room right here to fit, I don't know, a good 100 plus, maybe more, of shelves at 15 boxes a piece for those. So that's what we're gonna have to do to make up for it. I mean, we put some right here, and then we have a floor displays all the way through here until right here. Floor displays can fit all the way until right about, no, they can actually fit here too, which still leaves us a little short. We just have to figure out where we're going to get the rest of that room at. I mean, it's going to be close. No, my math's way off, guys. 620 plus the 206 that we have in the storage. That puts us at 826. That puts us at 100 more, over 100 more than we actually need. So we have plenty of room, plenty of room. All we needed was 719. So that gives us plenty of room. We definitely can make it. That's over 800 total floor displays that we can fit in this store. So we can definitely make this work. And definitely make this work. I mean, that's a lot. 826 pallets worth. That's 75 boxes per floor display. That's 61,000 boxes. So maybe my math's a little off. I'm gonna have to go back and figure out the box total, but puts us at 61,950 boxes. We're gonna go 62,000 boxes times 24 items. That's 1.4 million cell phones. So pretty close. My math's just a bit off. I'm gonna have to go back and redo that. All right, let's get up here. Don't want to get trapped behind there. Yeah, is that a cell phone? It is. The good thing about being up here as well, we can stock from here. I mean, I literally can pull items off. I can remove tags. So we do have a little bit of flexibility being up here. What is that? Is that chips? Okay, we still got some more on there. But it does allow me to see a little bit perspective on what's sold out, what needs to be switched out versus walking on floor level. So I do think this is the way to go. Just stay moving on the pallets, that's all. Yeah, that's close. I really wish we could put items up here. I mean, I know you can't sell them. Customers couldn't reach them. And actually, that might be the best view. Yeah, this is the best view. I lied. This is the best view. Gives a better representation of what we got going. These items just, they need to go. We need to sell them a lot faster. We do have that. All right, let's go back up front. Let's get the day flipped over here. We're gonna order some product and probably get ready to wrap this one up, guys. As we did manage to get 2 days back to back, no crashing, but the days are gonna take a little bit longer, so not sure we want to roll through another one just yet. But let's get through this one. Get the sign switched over to the next day. I think we're almost there. There we go. 997 customers, and once again our revenue $2.9 million. So about $1 million shy of what you'll get at 12% from the hex weights. So still good either way. 3 million, 4 million, either way. Plenty enough money. You don't really have to make a fuss about the difference. All right, let's see if we can't make it through. I think we can. I worry though, every time we do this, I worry that we're going to crash the game again. All right, we did make it. We did make it. All right, we are going to order some product. First thing, let's check and see if Howie is ready to come on over. He's not. I don't know who this Keith Cooper guy is, but he's not coming over here. All right, let's order some product. I'm so scared. This is probably going to be the crash, guys. This is probably where we're going to wrap it up, I bet, because we're probably going to wind up crashing the game. I think we're going to order $1 million. Yeah, the first place they go is the back. Yep, there we go. That's it. That's exactly the situation, guys. We've crashed the game. So this is where we wrap it up at. I do figure that is the problem. They can't reach the shelves in the back that they're trying to stock, and it absolutely crashes the game. So unfortunately, the only answer for that is to sell everything in the back where it's at. I mean, we can't buy any more boxes of product. Unfortunately, this might be where we have to cancel the project and try to sell everything and move on. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time on Go Gaming. Goodbye, everybody.